like the rest of my friends growing up, all I heard from my parents was, you need to get good grades so you can get into a good college. Well, look, Mom, Dad, that might have been the case back then, but times are changing, and they're changing fast. Now, unless you're planning on being a brain surgeon or an engineer or some type of profession that absolutely requires a degree to be considered for the job, college isn't just unnecessary, but you can make more money with a trade. That's the argument we're gonna make in this video. And for those of you who disagree, just post your comments down below. I'm sure you will. Before we get started, for those who aren't sure exactly what a trade is, let's quickly define what a trade is and what it isn't. Typically, found in the construction and manufacturing industries, a trade is a job that usually requires manual skills and special training. Examples include carpenters, electricians, mechanics, and plumbers. Although trades usually don't require a formal college education, trade jobs often require the completion of an apprenticeship or other type of training before you are able to be certified and work independently. And trade jobs tend to pay well because they're typically considered less prestigious than jobs that require a college degree. Not to mention they require hard work, something that most people don't want to do these days. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the 8 reasons why you should learn a trade instead of going to college. Let's start with the big one, artificial intelligence. Whether people want to admit it or not, AI is here to stay, and it will be replacing a lot of jobs. According to a recent report from Goldman Sachs, AI could potentially impact about 300 million jobs worldwide, meaning that's 18% of the global tasks likely to be automated, and that is just the beginning. Pretty scary. Why go to a college to study a career like accounting or programming, only to be replaced in several years? Look, we're no experts in AI, but it's likely to take at least a few more decades before a humanoid robot can enter your home and perform tasks like plumbing or electrical work. I mean, come on, guys. Which brings us to the next reason on our list. Trade jobs are in high demand. In fact, they're more in demand than ever. Younger generations, they tend to be lazy and entitled. They don't want to work hard. And considering that the current workforce is aging out, this is a problem. Or is it? Isn't this good news for those of you watching this video? I mean, have you ever wanted to be that guy that was in the right place at the right time? Well, your time has come. Learn a trade, go out there and make yourself some good money. I just want to ask you a quick favor. Can you please support us just by pressing the like button? It really helps us out. And if you want to be notified about more videos like this one, please consider subscribing to our channel. Really appreciate it. One of the biggest things you got to do, save your money. Fun fact, did you know that there is currently $1.77 trillion in student loan debt in the United States? And that 2 million of these student borrowers have defaulted or failing to pay back their loan. What does this mean? It means that with their expensive college education, they weren't able to make enough money to pay off the loan they needed to get the education in the first place. I mean, that's a bit ironic, isn't it? This feels more like an elaborate, massive scale scam, if you ask me. A scam that more and more people are beginning to expose. For those of you who are thinking of attending a trade school, might not be a bad idea. The entire cost of a trade program is often less than a single year's tuition at a traditional university. With programs like HVAC or electrician training costing around $16,000 on average, trade students won't be overburdened with a ridiculous amount of debt when they graduate. Now, we recently interviewed Jackie Hirsch from Crowne Atlantic. Jackie has sold around 400 businesses and literally has seen it all. Check out what she had to say.
He went to my high school. He dropped out when he was 15 and he wanted to work and he worked construction. And he made a ton of money, had his own house by the time he was 18. But when I met him, again, he was 25 with a Lamborghini in the garage, paid for, doing $15 million a year. Wow. Yeah, no joke. And no investors, started with nothing.
Now, depending on where you live, it shouldn't take you long to earn over $100,000 per year with a solid job in the trades. And for those of you with an entrepreneurial spirit, why not start your own business? You work hard long enough, you can make millions. Yes, millions with a trade business. If you're not sure where to start, we recommend Heavy Ape. And right now they're offering a 2-for-1 special for their 2 courses, win more bids and earn more profit from projects and build a $100 million plus trade business. For those of you who are interested, we'll go ahead and put the link in the description below. Let's talk about apprenticeships, which are not common in traditional universities. Basically, apprenticeships allow aspiring tradesmen to learn a trade while actually doing the job. Now, I don't think there's a better way to learn a skill than actually doing it on the job. So we would definitely consider this a reason to learn a trade instead of attending college. Also, apprentices are typically paid for the work. I mean, when was the last time you heard of a student getting paid to go to college, right? The apprenticeship model dates back to the guild systems of the Middle Ages. And for those of you who didn't pay attention in history or math, that's almost 1,000 years ago? Yeah. In other words, apprenticeships work. Hard work and skill mastery can lead to higher positions like journeyman and master craftsman. In other words, there is a transparent, merit-based path to advancement, unlike the corporate ladder where you are likely to battle office politics and unlikable superiors for most of your career. A career in the trades is not going to be perfect. You'll certainly have your complaints like union dues or long hours, but this beats dealing with this guy.
There must be something wrong with the internal clock on our security system.
May have been a minute late.
Well, no, but according to this, you were 2 minutes late. So either you're a liar or this system is off by a full minute.
The only hitch? I work for this guy.
Everybody has their own experience, and there will be exceptions, of course. But it's likely that you'll spend most of your 4 years in a traditional college studying theory and sitting in a chair listening to some cynical professor go on and on. I mean, wouldn't you rather get your hands dirty and earn some practical real-world skills? Some skills like aircraft maintenance, welding, or heavy equipment operation. Skills that you'll be performing most of your life. And there's also the factor that college isn't what it used to be. It seems students are miserable, spending most of their time protesting and arguing over what you can or can't say in safe spaces. Look, is this the type of person you want to be, or would you rather build some self-worth, learning a valuable skill to literally build up your community and, I don't know, make a difference in the world? Look, the final reason, that's for you to decide. We want to hear why you think learning a trade is a better life decision than going to college. Now, if you're watching this, you're sitting on the couch, you're retired, you earned your stripes, already finished with your journey down this road, comment down below why young people watching should consider a career in the trades. Or, hey man, if you're a young gun right out of high school, then comment down below why you're thinking of taking the trade path. Whatever the case, we want to hear from everybody. So share your wisdom.